Hello, good evening everyone. My name is Deepika, and I will like to share something here about my IGCAR TOC preparation and how my GATE preparation helped me for this post. And I will share how I prepared for GATE and how I prepared for the PSU interviews and all, and how the GATE preparation helped me to get over the other exams also. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Deepika Kumari Sahu, and I am a metallurgy and material science engineering. I did my metallurgy and material science engineering from NIT Jamshedpur, and I am 2015 pass out. So after passing B.Tech, I joined Tata Tinplate as a GT, and there I worked for 11 months. After that, I went IISc to do my M.Tech. So I completed my M.Tech in the year of 2022, and I was placed during my M.Tech in Adani Natural Resources and GE Research, but unfortunately I was not able to join GE Research due to the placement policies. Then I joined Adani Natural Resources, and parallelly during my M.Tech and when I was in Adani, I was appearing for this IGCAR TOC exam also. Like the form for this TOC post came on 2021, like March or April. The exams held on October 2021, and the interview occurred on April 2022, and they gave the results in August. So this exam took complete 1 year, and my joining for that post came on December. So in that time I was working in Adani Natural Resources only. So I joined IGCR as a technical officer C post on December, and while I was in IGCR, I was applying for NALCO. I did apply for NALCO and SAIL also with my GATE 2022 rank. I got 75 rank in GATE 2022. So I gave the interview for NALCO and SAIL, and I was selected for both, but I chose NALCO over SAIL, and then I left IGCR on March 2023. So there can be certain questions like why I left DAE and I left SAIL for NALCO. So yes, I'll answer that questions also. So firstly, I will start with this IGCR TOC preparation. How I started the preparation. This IGCR TOC Technical Officer C post came after 6 years. Recently, BARC has announced TOC post in BARC Bombay. So more or less, I think the exams will be same. If you have appeared for BARC Scientific Officer C post exam, then you don't have any problem with the Technical Officer C post exam also. In that exam, there was no calculator. There were 75 questions, and for each question, if you corrected that question, you will get +3 mark, and if you did any mistake, you will get -1 mark. So I gave the exam, and my GATE preparation helped me for that exam. There were straightforward questions, no calculator was there, only 1-2 numericals were there, and the exams results came very late. Like it came in 2022, and after the result there was no communication like when will be the interview occur. So just before 1 week they give the intimation that the interview will occur in Kalpakkam, Chennai, because IGCAR was in Chennai. So I have very few time for the preparation of the interview. Its interview was more or less same as the BARC Scientific Officer C post interview. I have attended the BARC SOC post interview 2 times. And unfortunately, the coincidence was the person who was taking my TOC interview, the chairman was the same person who was taking my interview for BARC also, and that person was from mechanical background, and I gave IGCAR TOC interview on April 2022, and in June 2022 I also appeared for BARC interview. So he recognized me that you are the same person who has given the IGCR interview. Okay, so the committee will be more or less same, the questions will be same. So I will start with my gate preparation, how I prepared for the gate. First of all, you have to be means familiar with the syllabus. It's not like you will study whatever it's coming to your whatever it's coming to you, like you are studying blindly. I did not start my gate preparation during my B.Tech. Like when I was in B.Tech, my first priority was getting a placement, and after my placement, when I joined the company, I thought that okay, I'm not able to cope up with this environment, so I will go for something else. Then I started my preparation in 2019, and I appeared for GATE 2020. So with GATE 2020 rank, I went for M.Tech. I was chosen for IISc, and I went for M.Tech at IISc. So for GATE, I did certain mistakes there, like everyone do that. Like I was when I was my B.Tech, I was a very good student. I studied whatever the professors teach in the class, and parallelly I studied something like which is necessary for the subject, because I do not study something like to pass the exam. I study to get the knowledge. So at that time I saw lots of NPTEL videos for certain subjects which helped me during my GATE preparation. So the mistake I did, I was not familiar with the syllabus, but when this GATE, after this GATE 2022, when it comes, GATE 2021, when it comes under BARC, IIT Bombay, the syllabus was revised and certain new points were added, and that helped me. That revised syllabus helped me to achieve a good rank for GATE 2022. So how I prepared it? Firstly, I made the syllabus. I take the printout of the syllabus and I made it very clear what I have to study. So for the GATE mathematics, like if you are from the different branch also, not from metallurgy, not from civil or anything, I think this Made Easy, there is one book, Made Easy Mathematics book. It is a very good book. I have that book, this one you can see. This is very helpful book. Okay, so you can purchase it or you can take it as a rent from your friend. I didn't purchase it. My friend gave me that book to study. So this book is wonderful book for GATE mathematics and other topics like previous year solutions and previous year questions. The previous year is the backbone of your GATE preparation. I prepared my previous year from Test Yourself previous year questions. That is a very good platform for any metallurgy people. I purchased that Test Yourself previous year questions paper bank it's available on their website. It's only of 239 rupees. So from there I purchased it and I solved all the previous year questions, and I made one notebook. If you are from other engineering backgrounds also, that this will also help you solve the previous year questions, and make one note, and I divide that note into the 5 or 6 sections based on the subjects, and I write down all my doubted questions into that notes. I made that note at the end so that I can see all my doubted questions at the end. It will be helpful to you. So this thing I did for the previous year questions. And there is one NPTEL GATE portal. This for metallurgy there is one portal, and for other engineering background also. Last year I have seen it's you can get the questions and solutions videos there. It's available from 2018 to 2022 I have seen. I think they have added for 2023 also. that will also help you. The professors who guided there, they solve the questions, and parallelly they'll tell you from which resources and which place on which which place you will get the proper solution or proper knowledge about the topic. So GATE NPTEL portal is also a very good platform for the preparation. And these two things I did. And the third thing is like the test series, because recently in last 3-4 years the numerical NIT type questions were raised in metallurgy and GATE metallurgy. So what I did, like I purchased 2 test series. One is Test Yourself and other is Metagate, and both are very good. So you can I will suggest you give as much as tests as possible, because your studying is a different thing, and applying that formulas in that scenario is something different. Like for physical metallurgy, the Callister's book is very good. It has lots of problems, and I have that book and I have that solution book also. So I solved all the physical metallurgy questions from there. You can go for V Raghavan also, but I choose Callister. And I did my previous year question papers very well, and I make a short note. I make a short note for all the subjects, like physical metallurgy, mechanical, and manufacturing, thermodynamics, and recently one more section is added in metallurgy. This is transport phenomena. So very few people know where to study this transport phenomena. When I was in my B.Tech, there we read the transport phenomena, this heat and mass transfer, and this momentum transfer, in which we study about the fluid mechanics. So I would suggest that for heat and mass transfer, that R.K. Rajput book is very good. You will get lots of solved examples there. So just see the syllabus and solve those questions based on whatever has come for the previous year. And second, for this momentum transfer, the fluid mechanics, I would suggest this R.K. Bansal book is also a good book. You will get lots of examples to solve. So this new topic, like I found many students like myself also, like where to study these 2 new topics. And this physical metallurgy, I was in physical metallurgy section, so I studied from Callister. And the heat treatment thing, I will suggest you can read from that T.V. Rajan. That is also a good book, and Vijendra Singh too. So if you are studying this book and solving the questions and solving the previous year questions, that is enough for the GATE exam. And appear for test series as much as you can. Buy at least 2 test series. And then comes to extraction. For extraction, non-metallurgical extraction, I would suggest this H.S. Ray book is good. For steel making, during my B.Tech only, I see that video lectures of Professor Deepak Majumdar, IIT Kanpur. That is a good video lecture for steel making. And for iron making, I studied from A.K. Viswas and Tupkare book. And for extractions numerical, you can see A.B. Lele's book. That is a very good book for solving the questions. I have that book's soft copy, so you can also get it from online. And thermodynamics, for theoretical knowledge, I would suggest you can study Gaskell and B.S. Murthy's video lecture from IIT Madras. It's also good. It will help you to solve the phase transformation, solid state transformation questions also, that is added by IIT Bombay separately, and that will help you to study the thermodynamics thing also. And for the numerical, I would suggest the Upadhyay and Dubey book is good. There are certain questions for which you need you cannot solve it by hand. you need certain language, but solve those questions which you can solve, or at least solve the examples questions only, and then solve the previous year questions and give the test series. That is enough. For manufacturing, for casting thing, I saw the video lecture from NPTEL, the same. I saw DB Karunakar's video, and I didn't make any notes from that video lecture. That, like, he studied from presentation, and what I was doing, like, I was taking the screenshot of that PPTs and I made my own self PPT and I wrote down the important numericals. So this hard work thing, you don't need to do the hard work, do the smart work. So for the casting, I saw the NPTEL video lecture of DB Karnakar, or PN Rao book is also good for welding and casting. And the metal forming thing, I will suggest the Dieter is the best book. And NDT and powder metallurgy also you can study from any platform which is available in YouTube or in NPTEL. For solving the questions, I will suggest you, there is one book of Made Easy, that is Mechanical Metallurgy's book, this blue book. This is a very good book. You will get lots of questions of manufacturing, and parallelly you will get lots of questions from mechanical metallurgy also, like the stress strain. For the mechanical metallurgy also, there is very less resources for the numerical thing. You will get it from this book. So this thing is also done. Then I will come to mechanical metallurgy portion. So Dieter is the father of this mechanical metallurgy. That is a very good book. I studied from that book and I made my short notes from that only. And I have solved the previous year questions, and parallelly the questions from the book I have suggested. So that is enough. And so I studied from this only. Actually, I started my main preparation when I was an IISc, and that time I have very few time. I got very few time in a day to prepare for GATE because of the hectic schedule at IISc. I used to work in my labs for whole day and night, so that is very hectic for me to do the GATE preparation separately and to manage my M.Tech. So like this, you can, if you will do like this, whatever I have suggested, so you can get at least a very good decent marks. So my rank at 2022 was 75, and I gave after this rank I appeared for SAIL interview and for NALCO interview, and unfortunately I was selected in both. So I choose NALCO over SAIL. At the time I was working in IGCAR. So I will come to IGCAR TOC post now. So for this TOC post, there were 3 posts for metallurgy and materials engineering people, and it was only for B.Tech background people. They don't need any M.Tech. So I was okay with that also. Actually, I was doing M.Tech at that time. So I applied for this TOC post, and I gave the written exam. There is only 3 posts, so they have chosen 20 people whose ranks are in top position based on the written, and there is they have chosen it for the interview. For the interview, 20 people qualified, but your written marks did not affect your interview. Written is just to qualify the interview thing. So the interview occurred at Kalpakkam, Chennai only. We went there, and there were 9 members in the panel, and everyone was equally asking the questions. So my question first started with the stress strain. Obviously, stress strain is the backbone of the metallurgy. Like I have appeared for BARC interview also. The first thing there also, the people ask if you know mechanical metallurgy, so tell me about what is stress and what is strain. Then they asked me to draw the stress strain curve for a metal, for a refractory, and then what is yield point phenomena. Some questions were from optical microscope and SEM. Some questions were from fracture mechanics, fracture toughness, impact toughness. Some questions were from phase transformations, like they told me to draw an iron carbon diagram and what is degree of freedom, calculate the degree of freedom in certain points they have given me in that diagram. Then they told me what is the invariant reactions. They then asked me about the eutectic and eutectoids and peritectic reactions, the mechanism of the eutectic, what is lead burite. Then they told me to draw the water temperature pressure diagram, and what is triple point, critical point, what are the temperature and pressure there, what is Charpy and what is ISO test. And they parallelly they asked me about the corrosion. This like the if you have attended the BARC scientific officer C post interview, the technical officer C post interview is also the same. So like this, and parallelly one new thing was there. They started asking me about mathematics. Like at the end of my interview, they told me to draw certain graphs like e to the power x, e to the power minus x, sine 1 by x, 1 by sine x, e to the power mod x. So this thing they were asking to everyone, like draw the diagrams of certain formulas also. So like this I have given the interview, and what I found, my interview was well and good, and I was too much confident, but I was waiting for the results. The result came in August. It was a too long time. Excuse me. And when the results came, I was very happy that I'm selected for IGCAR TOC, and I joined IGCAR as a TOC post. Actually, many people won't know what is IGCAR. It is Indira Gandhi Centre of Atomic Research. So Indira Gandhi Centre for Atomic Research, it comes under Department of Atomic Energy, DAE. So okay, some questions are coming in the comment section. I would like to take these questions at the end. Sorry. So at DAE, actually I was selected in the metallurgy department, and working in IGCAR is one of my dream. Like that is complete research based job, and if you will stay there, you will get the opportunity to do your M.Tech, PhD, postdoc if you didn't do M.Tech or PhD previously. So parallelly with your job, you will get the opportunity to do the M.Tech, PhD and postdoc from a very from there only in Homi Bhabha Institute. And for postdoc, you can choose in India or outside the India. That's a very good facility. The work profile was also good. I got the physical metallurgy department, and my job was also assigned. I have to work in TEM. There were 2 newly large installed TEMs there. So I found my job very interesting, and it was very good also. But there is certain hurdles also, like the location. The people there, like inside IGCAR, people are okay with English and Hindi, but outside the people don't speak English, Hindi. They are very familiar with Tamil only. Excuse me. So I will take the questions like the time management, test series and question analysis. So the time management, I told you, like first time when I gave GATE 2020, I was working in data template. It was a private sector. When you are working in a private sector, the 8 to 9 hour job is not 8 to 9 hour job. Your boss will expect you to be there for 12 hour, 13 hour, as much as you can give there. Okay, so the same thing was with me also. So what I used to do, I used to make PDF in my phone, and I used to study in the plant only. And when I went to home, I gave the test series. So and I solved the previous year questions. And when I was at IISc, that there also I was doing the same thing. I was studying in my labs. I was studying, if I'll get the time, I study in my room, but most of the time I study when I was going to the lab or coming back, or I was in lab or some experiments is going on, and I don't have to see it. At that time I study. So by this I manage the time. Like if you are in B.Tech second year or third year, I would suggest you to go for the NPTEL video lectures for the major subjects, like the subjects which are very important for you due for the gate also and after the gate also, like for metallurgy, physical metallurgy, thermodynamics and mechanical metallurgy. These three things are the backbone of the metallurgy. You must need them, you must know them properly. So I have seen all the NPTEL video lectures during my B.Tech only, not after that, because if you have only 6 months time, I would not suggest you to go for NPTEL video lectures. You just read some standard books, make your short notes. I made my short notes for each subject, and in that short notes I have only formulas which are very necessary, the formulas which have used in the previous year questions, and certain important parameters and things. And the test series, I would suggest you to take 2 test series. I have taken 2 for myself also. For metallurgy, the test yourself is a very good test series, and metagate also. And previous year questions, I would suggest you to buy it from a proper place. Like in some previous year books, I found that the question is wrong or the missing and the answers are wrong. But what I find that in the gate portal, NPTEL and in test yourself previous year test series, previous year questions, that questions were very right and the answers are also right. So that thing you can do. And if in your B.Tech 3rd year, 4th year, you can start preparation at the time also. I didn't started my preparation during my B.Tech because I told you that my priority was not that. So I would like to tell you about my PSU interviews also. When I gave the NALCO interview, most of the questions were from like technical background only. Like it's aluminium based company, but the questions were not from aluminium. The questions were from steel sector, steel industries also. The questions were from my previous work, and the questions were from my previous research, whatever I did during my M.Tech and my project topics in B.Tech. So they will ask questions from that also. That is a rapid fire type of question, like what is this, what is that. If you are answering, it is okay. If you are not answering, they will change the questions. So the question for the interview for the NALCO was pure technical. But for sale, for sale there was 2 rounds. Like one is GD round. It's complete 2 hours GD and group discussion. It's not only group discussions. There were inside the group discussion, there were 3 other things where they're like they will give you certain points, and in the group you have to discuss and you have to manage people, like to come so that you will arrange the points. Then the group discussion thing, and then one more thing is like they are giving you any situation, you have to tell about that. After this GD thing, there were technical interview. But if your rank is okay and good, and then they find like your technical knowledge is okay, they will ask you like random questions, like why you want to join SAIL, why you want to leave your previous job, what are your project topics during the B.Tech and during the M.Tech, like this type of questions were there for me. They didn't ask me any technical questions. And now I'm working in NALCO. I left DAE and I left SAIL also because of my some family commitment. So I will tell you both are good. Like IGCR is also good, working in DAE is good, working in SAIL is also good, and work in NALCO is also good. So you can choose according to your preferences. And I will tell you like work hard but work smart, because I find myself I didn't work smart in my previous time, but I worked very hard. So this thing will help you in your future. And if you find any queries regarding like books or previous questions or test series, which one you should join, which one to buy, you can give the messages to me or in the comment section. I will definitely answer. And with this I will end my live session. Thank you.